welcome to a new week. So it is Monday, and that is the beginning of my new Weee week. So I thought I would play a little bit of catch up with you. I just got back from Kroger. I hadn't been since the end of December, and so I looked at my fridge and I was like, I'm out of all like my good green stuff. So I just got back from there. Not quite ready to put groceries away yet. It was a little bit of a trip. It was a little bit rough. So I thought I would take a minute to sit down and say hey first. So this past week, food wise, everything was fine. The weather was, I don't know how many of you guys are in sort of that belt where it was like 60 degrees one day, and then we got a whole bunch of big storm come through. We got our first semi-snow of the year. Like, we didn't get anywhere near what some of you guys did, but for me, it was quite a big pressure drop, and that caused an inflammation flare, and I woke up just over 9 pounds heavier than I went to bed, which is always fun. And that is dissipating, but it was still there. And I hadn't gone out. I didn't want to go out between sort of Christmas and New Year's, and with all the traffic and all the people and returns. And so I've just been hanging out here in the Bat Cave by myself. But all right, so I went out today, and I did go to the doctor's appointment that I had. So I went to the doctor's appointment. I had all of my bloods drawn and everything. But the really weird thing is, so the results came back, but the 2 tests that we really wanted to do weren't on there. And her office is closed until tomorrow, so I can't even ask about it. But like, 2 of the prescriptions that she altered weren't available at Kroger when I went to pick up the refills and the changes. And there was no T3 thyroid test. There was no thyroid test at all. And there was no insulin test. And that was kind of the 2 biggies. So there were other things, and I need to talk to her and see. I think she's probably going to have me come in again, and I don't know what we're going to do about that. But once I know what's going on, once I actually have some answers there, once I know what we're going to do with the meds and stuff, I'll kind of fill you in on that. But right now it's just like, I don't know. I mean, there were a few things. My uric acid level is up. That's when I have a gout flare, and that kind of happens around the same time as like bad weather and autoimmune stuff. So that is a little high. My A1C is higher than it was, which we kind of knew because, like I said, I had been drinking so much juice when I was sick. And then I know that my insulin has to be high again, and if that's the case, then that's pushing the A1C as well. And everything else, there wasn't anything else really sort of important on there. My vitamin D is still low, but we've already kind of addressed that and adjusted things there. My B12 is still low again. We kind of knew that was the same. She did some extra tests that I haven't had before, because I was telling her about some changes that had happened, and she did like I'm just going to call it a menopause panel. I think, and I will double check, but I think the letters are FSH and LH, and basically they will tell you if you are in menopause. I have been in menopause since I was in my 20s from having surgery, so I kind of knew that, and they basically said that yes, those numbers were squarely in the menopause category. And we did estrogen testing and testosterone testing and all those kind of things as well. So there was a bunch of stuff there, but the 2 that I really wanted to know about weren't there. And I kept thinking maybe they'll just show up maybe they're on a separate test and they'll show up a day later, but they didn't. So I'm going to try her again tomorrow and see what happens there. Okay, so the numbers this week, like I said, the storm came on, I think we got most of that on like Wednesday, and so Wednesday, Thursday, I was up 9.2 from the day before. So I knew this was going to be one of those kind of weird ones, but thankfully I did my weigh-in yesterday, so Sunday, and it is still coming down. So anyway, here's what is going on with the numbers. Okay, so not really surprising. I'm glad it wasn't still, 9 or 8 or 7. I mean, 2 is more than easy to deal with. So there is that. And then what I'm going to do now, so like I said, I just got back from Kroger, and I have done a meal ideas list. I don't do meal plan like Monday's going to be this, Tuesday's going to be this. I just kind of look at what I have, look at what is on sale at Kroger, look at what I might be cooking for Sandy during the week, and I put together some ideas, and then I create a grocery list from that. So I'm going to put this up here. This is my plan list, and then I need to go unpack my groceries, and so I'll show you what I got for sort of those things, and then you'll see those made throughout the next week to 10 days as I kind of go through the plan. And it is 5 o'clock, and I haven't eaten yet today. I'm hungry, and I have to say, I was very tempted to just get some Taco Bell or some hibachi and come home, eat that, and just go to bed. Like, I'm still feeling kind of rough. But I decided that was not going to help anybody. Well, it's not going to help me. So I had already pre-tracked my day. The only thing I'm going to change is that on my meal ideas list, I want to do a green pea and ham soup, and I got the ham all thawed out. I have everything ready. I just can't be fussed to mess around with that right now. So I think what I'm going to do instead for lunch, because I was going to do a tuna pita pocket, and I'm still going to do that, but instead of doing the Instant Pot soup, I think I'm just going to have a can of cream of mushroom soup. And what I have planned for dinner, I have a feeling is going to be a little bit more than what I want to do. So I'm going to look at what I could replace it with to still kind of stay within my macros and things. And I don't know what I'm going to end up doing for dinner. But you've got the numbers. If that's all you need, then I'll see you later. If you want to see what I have planned for the week, I'm going to show you real quick what I had last week, and then I'll show you the meal ideas list. I have recipes for all of them in the description box in case it's something that you were like, oh, hey, that might be cool. And yeah, and then I'll just kind of make things over the next 10 days, and we'll go from there. I'll definitely see you guys for a what I eat in a day, and then I will see you next Monday. All right, bye. All right, so these are the items that I picked up for everything to top up the meal ideas. Kroger finally had their dark rye bread back in stock. This is my favorite bread that they do. It's 110 calories a slice. It has way more flavor than most of the other rye breads. Love it, love it, love it. Glad they had it. And I'm going to do that as part of my Hawaiian grilled cheese. I took out ham this week, which I'm going to use in 3 or 4 dishes. And this is one of them. So I also picked up some pineapple slices and some Swiss cheese slices for that. Then one of the other things that I wanted to do was a pepper steak, like cheese pepper steak, chimichanga. And I was going to buy just normal steak, but they had this one on special. It's already marinated. I think this is going to be really good. I looked at the marinade ingredients. So we've got chimichurri seasoning, parsley, garlic, onion, chili powder, vinegar. I think this is going to be really good for that. So I'm going to use part of this. This is 170 calories for 4 ounces with 18 grams of protein. I'm going to use part of it for that, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the other part of it. So that is going to be an air-fried chimichanga. And then I'm on this like Mexi kick this week. So I'm going to bring you over here. I haven't made these in quite a while, but I found a recipe that I really like for Mexican black beans. And so I picked up some more black beans. The red bag means they're 99 cents. So they had some onions for 99 cents. I grabbed those. You need some salsa verde, and Big Lots had it for $2 for the big jar of paste, which is great because I need that for another recipe. And so I'm going to make Instant Pot Mexi black beans. I picked up some fresh cilantro, and then I'm going to use those in a venison loaded taco bowl. And Big Lots also had this. This is Kinder's, and it is lime and garlic rice and seasoning. There's not much in there, but I just thought that would be a nice way. There's a little seasoning pack. There's some little pre-seasoned rice in there. That'll be good for the loaded taco bowl. I'm also going to do some salsa verde chicken enchiladas. And again, Kroger had this on sale. This is a lime and cilantro chicken breast, already marinated. I think that's going to be really good to use for those. And I'll use some of the salsa verde. And then I just picked up some ole wraps for those. And I have the rest of the ingredients for these things. Then I'm going to do a chicken cordon bleu casserole. So that's going to have chicken, some of the ham that I've thawed out. I needed some cheese. They recommended Swiss and cheddar. I found Private Selection Swiss and Gruyere, which I like. And you use stovetop or a stuffing for the top. So I picked up one of those. And then if you've ever seen Tres Leches cake, which is like the milk cake, I found a recipe for a 4-milk cake. So Cuatro Leches, they called it. And the recipes that I'm using for all of these are in the description box. But one thing that I haven't been able to find until I really did some searching was a lot of the things like these without carrageenan, because that is something that I react quite strongly to. And I found Simple Truth Organic does a heavy whipping cream that is just organic cream and gel and gum. And I'm fine with the gel and gum. This is 50 calories a tablespoon. So I was really excited to be able to find that. And in their Simple Truth range, they also have a whipped topping, which doesn't have carrageenan in it. And so I can't use the Kroger one or the Cool Whip ones or anything, but this is 30 calories for 2 tablespoons, and it has other bits and pieces in there, other gums and things, but it does not have the carrageenan, which I react to. And then, oh, that fell over, but I have just a plain white cake mix, and I found that in the carnation, for whatever reason, in the fat-free only, there's no carrageenan. And I thought that was kind of interesting. So it's just non-fat milk and then some of your vitamins and dipotassium phosphate. So this is the only one. I didn't buy it because it's fat-free. I bought it because it doesn't have carrageenan in it. And I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so those are for that. And then everything else, I have everything for. So when you look at the recipes, this is just what I needed to kind of top up. And then I will do a separate normal Frugal Food Find video, including all the other stuff.